We're currently in Chengdu, a city that most Chinese people say has the best food in the world. And of course, we want to try it. But
before we're gonna try out the real Chinese food, we thought we were gonna set the baseline with what we think is like the regular Chinese place all over the world.
So our purpose here is clear. We want to figure out if the food sold to us back home is just a name and nothing but a cheap copy of the actual thing.
It tastes like this dish has seen chili peppers from afar. And of course, we want to understand if foreigners like us can even handle the real Chinese cuisine. I have no clue how much should you cook raw intestines.
Oh my God.
We are now in one of the food streets in the center of Chengdu, and to be honest, I'm quite afraid because there is a reason that I'm quite small and skinny. This is a chicken leg, this is a chicken leg, this is a chicken leg, this is a chicken leg. And that's because I absolutely hate weird tastes and textures in my food. So for example, a bone in my chicken or a tendon in my meat could really put me off eating, sometimes even for days. But I do promise to try everything today.
And first up, we will try one of the city's classics, a crunchy stuffed flatbread called guacui. Ni hao. So one of the options says pork, the other one beef. Pork. I think beef is the traditional one, and of course, paying for everything in China is with the help of an app. And I'm honestly very surprised that locals call it a flatbread because the amount of work that goes into it.
First they take the dough, they roll it really thin, add the first layer of meat, either beef or pork, and then roll it back into one again and flatten it so that the meaty filling would distribute evenly, and some sesame seeds to understand which is which. Then they make it thin again, like really nice buns, which they sort of flatten and fry it in sesame oil.
Oh, it's so nice and warm.
But what makes it extra crunchy is cooking them in the oven afterwards.
Let's give it a go. Did you hear that? It's so nice and crunchy, like soft and fluffy from inside, the crunchiness outside, and
it's spicy, but absolutely delicious.
I'm feeling like my mouth is pulsating. It's like vibrating my tongue and cheeks, and that's because of a very special ingredient here. It's peppercorn. Like ants are running around my tongue, and it's not like hot, it's this weird sensation of numbness and vibration or something like that.
Yeah, at first when I felt the feeling on my tongue, the tingling, I thought, am I having an anaphylactic reaction to something? Is this an allergy? Should I be worried? How far is the hospital? And then I realized, oh, but the tongue is not swelling up. I'm fine. It's something else that is weird, but I'm fine.
Well, I have to say that the bar has been set quite high.
It was delicious!
But since we didn't find an equivalent to this back home, we're now gonna move to a food that everybody has heard about, Kung Pao chicken. And back home, the place that served it was called the Red Chili. Doesn't she look like a yellow chili?
Hey!
Kung Pao chicken, €9.70. So our Kung Pao chicken just arrived. It seems to have chicken, a lot of vegetables, and they're like
Deep fried.
Deep fried in a sauce. I'm actually having trouble like recognizing which ones are chickens.
Very crispy, very good quality chicken. I like it. Mm-hmm. And it's a bit spicy as well.
But a lot of sugar. Like there's so much sugar. It's almost like syrupy.
Is it like honey sweet that you get from the shop? you know, that are just like covered in a crispy honey coating.
I'll be dead honest. I thought I was making more fun of this food here, but it's hard to go wrong with sugar and a little bit of spice. And first thing I have to say is that the restaurants themselves, I know it's hard to compare two different places, but here it feels so much more classier, like the lighting, the colors.
I think the difference is that Chinese food outside of China is very often considered just fast food and not like fine dining, and it's a very different experience.
He's asking without spicy. I told him make it normal, make it like you usually make.
I think our death certificates have been signed by Joe.
Our main star has arrived, and straight away you can tell that here it's much more saucy, not so much deep fried, and also that the ingredients are quite different. You have big pieces of chili, you have the green parts of onion and peanuts, chicken.
It's very tasty. It's not at all crunchy, but it's more tender, and there's more sort of taste than just deep fried stuff. Although I really like the deep fried stuff as well.
I'd say like the main difference is the sauce. It's sweet and sour, a little bit of spicy, tangy. I really like it. It's like very delicate. There's so many different tastes. Oh my god. Hidden in this are the peppercorns. Like you can't really see them. You think you're biting into a peanut, and then you get this explosion of like small little needles all over your mouth. And at the same time, I'm super glad that we're doing this, because like experiencing these new tastes, something that your mouth has never felt before, that's pretty fun. Okay, but as a conclusion, I just have to say that although I really liked the sweet deep fried vegetables that we had back home,
But it wasn't kung pao. It was just some deep fried stuff.
like these two dishes, nothing alike. There was almost no similarities except the fact that both included chicken. And kung pao chicken cost €4. Yeah, I'm blown away how cheap it was to eat here. Bye bye. 谢谢.
However, we could not make this video without eating one of the most known Chinese foods.
Let's go for the Chinese dumplings. You go first, because you're extremely hungry.
They taste handmade. They taste handmade. Really nice.
You can also taste Northern Europe in them. Onion, chicken, and dough. To our taste, it's like easy eating. I honestly think that the dumplings are gonna wow us the most in China. Chinese dumplings, €9.30. And to compare them with the Western version, we have come to a place that 365 days a year focuses only on making dumplings.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Camera okay?
This is my worst linguistic nightmare. Joe is gonna have to take care of us.
Can we have small portion of this and this?
这个是饺子哦，这个是抄手。
This is wudon. This is dumpling. There are many kinds of dumplings. It depends on what you eat. Aha! It didn't make anything easier. This one?
Small or bigger?
Small.
Small, okay.
Small. And so we got one mixed and one lotus root pork.
So we are eating dumplings because they are historically very important and they symbolize wealth and family. And you might ask like, how do dumplings symbolize wealth? But the shape of a dumpling is sort of like a small silver ingot or like a silver bar. And well, the family part is just that it just takes such a long time to make them. It's usually families come together, then they make them, then they cook them, and it sort of brings everybody together.
Pork is very tender, pure meat, and lotus root gives it this sort of a crunch, but a huge difference with the dumplings back home. These ones are not watery. Hey, ni hao.
My wife.
Ah, nice to meet you.
Very meaty and not at all watery. I'm very surprised. The sauce is amazing. Oh, it has a bit of a zing in the sauce.
The sauce is next level and so easy. He just combined a few things in the kitchen. The dumplings we had back home, they were good. I liked them.
But I found difference between those two were the sauce. Definitely the sauce. Just soy sauce versus soy sauce, chilies, peppercorns, onions, all of that together. So the dumplings were 1.9 euros and 1.6 euros.
Oh my God, that was the sweetest experience. Husband and wife running a small family-owned dumpling shop. It was delicious, it was lovely, and from what I understand, actually that's a story about a lot of Sichuan food. They started out on streets, street vendors walking around selling dumplings, selling different cupfuls of things, but over the years, well, China has modernized.
But now as China is modernizing, a lot of those foods have moved into restaurants. But there is still some things that you're supposed to try on the street.
Are you ready for them?
No, absolutely mortified.
So skewers. If you can think of part of an animal, locals have put it on a stick. You see, a chicken leg. Well, cow stomach, chicken heart. You pick out the sticks that you like and you eat them cold. She charged us 1 yuan per stick, so about 13 cents per stick. I think I'm gonna let Liisu take the first bite of everything because, well, I'm like a Labrador. I eat everything and I enjoy everything. Like my biggest problem in life is know how to stop eating. For her, it's a little different.
I actually lost sleep over this. Or like, let's start with one that I'm afraid of the most. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl.
They have already taken the main bones out of the chicken, so you can pretty much eat it all. But it is a little weird. You can see the toenails and everything.
Okay, it's not that bad as I thought. I'm taking tiny bites. My mouth is saying I can do it, but my brain is like, hell nah, bitch! It's very unusual textures. And I think the biggest part is the nervous system going like, this is a chicken leg, this is a chicken leg, this is a chicken leg, this is a chicken leg. It tastes like chicken skin that's been boiled. Not like a chicken leg per se. Just sort of like the skin.
This one actually looks like a skin of some fruit, but I know it's cow stomach. Well, it tastes like a sauce. Lotus root. Ooh, it has a nice crunch. Quite spicy, quite oily. That's chicken heart. The texture is like a raisin you found under your bed that you dropped 2 years ago. It's like very tough, very chewy. Yeah, I would say if you want to challenge your mouth with different textures, that's the perfect place. Like, the taste is always the same. The taste is of the sauce, the chili oil, the Sichuan peppercorns, maybe a little bit of ginger, but with every stick the texture changes, physical sensation of chewing. So you're not like changing food, but you're changing textures or something. But now to our last challenge. We've never had hot pot before, but one day we need to learn, so let's go. We have full spicy pot and Mandarin duck pot. Full spicy pot, Sichuan hot pot. Yeah, we can eat spicy food. Very. So before eating, they gave us aprons, because, well, hot pot is boiling, it's oily, it's spicy. When any of this gets on your clothes, no way of getting it out. It's gonna be so messy that you can put your phone in a plastic bag to save it. You have ginger, chili paste, dried chili peppers, some kind of blood. All of this is gonna heat up and become like the base for the hot pot. Magically, a whole mountain of foods has appeared in front of us. We have beef intestines, we have pork, we have mushrooms, we have cabbage, rice, and this here is a dipping sauce that goes together with hot pot.
But why we wanted to come to hot pot is because this is one of the most popular foods that people eat, that we've been seeing hot pot everywhere, all the time, but we had no clue how to do it. It's a bit stressful, I might add.
I honestly don't know how to feel. It's the first hot pot ever, and it's happening in China, so we can't ask for help. I feel like a child, really. I start with something easy. I take a piece of this, sink it in here.
Oh, you've lost it. It disappears.
And my first ever bite of hot pot. Oh, that's spicy.
Oh God, it's bad, eh?
I understand why our waiter asked if we are actually sure that we want the local spiciness level. Oh my gosh. I never expected it to be like drinking whiskey, that if you breathe at the wrong moment, it's gonna go to your lungs and you're gonna be coughing for a minute or so.
But since the food that we tried at home was Sichuan pork, and there's nothing like that here, but it's more of like pork dipped into the hot pot sauce, which is what we're gonna do.
And finally, we got spicy Sichuan pork. It literally looks like every time I bought sweet and sour chicken from a Chinese restaurant.
It was supposed to be very spicy.
I'm a little bit sorry to say, but this Sichuan pork, I would never order again. It's just a mass of food. There's no actual taste.
It tastes like this dish has seen chili peppers from afar. It's not spicy at all.
There's not a single piece of spice in here. There is one thing I'm a little bit afraid of, that when we come back, everything here is just off limits. Like, we will never come back to a Chinese place in Estonia.
Let me do this one. How long do we cook it? Oh, we can do this.
Like an old witch simmering a potion.
Did you do this?
No.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Does it help?
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna figure out.
Delicious.
This meat going in there, coming here. Oh my God. So good. We'll probably have sauce just dripping over here, yeah?
So this is duck blood. It was like clumps of blood that now have been cooking for a while. I've never tasted something like this. It tastes like jello, like hot, a little bit spicy jello. Very tender, it just breaks apart in your mouth. I liked it. I really like the blood. The dipping sauce makes everything so much better. It's so oily, garlicky, but it takes away some of the spice. So we learned quickly, like I took 2 bites and I was ready to tap out because it was so spicy straight out of the pot. But with the dipping sauce, it mellows it down and it's actually very delicious. So this should be inside of one of the stomachs of a cow. Cow has 4 stomachs, if you haven't heard. I have no idea how long should I cook cow stomach in a hot pot. I had to change sides with Liisu because the hot pot thingy, it's always steaming that way and I just couldn't breathe anymore. Like my windpipe is on fire, my mouth is on fire. And never before in my life have I appreciated rice so much.
With this, you sometimes need to take breaks because the spiciness just gets to you. And then you take a little break, and then you continue as a champ. And next time when they ask you, say you want less spicy because you're a wuss and you can't handle it.
Yeah, I sort of buggered up my mouth with a couple of first bites. My nose is runny and I can't even tell the difference if the thing I put in my mouth is warm or not. We should have listened to the guy. I totally understand the deliciousness of this dish. It's very nice, like the oily sauce, the different textures on the meat. You go one bite at a time, so it's always hot. It's in a way quite similar to Korean barbecue in my head, where you just take your time, you spend time with your family. It's a beautiful experience altogether, but you need to train before you start eating at local level. But I guess we do have to compare it to what we tried back home, and I don't know, the only thing that's similar is that there was
The name.
the name and that there was pork involved. The spices back home are different, the taste back home is different. I really did not like the sauce back home, it was horrible.
Same. I've been through so many emotions today here. So many emotions. It's been up and down, up and down.
Like the bubbles. Ah, the cool air in the mouth feels so good.
Mouth breather.
It's a weird feeling. My body is cold, but my mouth is burning. Anyways, this was our food tour from Chengdu. But what have we learned today? We have learned that if Western restaurants have hidden costs, then restaurants here in Chengdu, they have hidden spice.
We have also learned that chicken legs are not only for walking.
But most importantly, I think we have proven it quite well that if you want to try real Chinese food, then the only option is to come here. Friends, thank you for watching and we will see you again next time. Take care.
Bye.